Right, and let me make sure I am live. Let me see here. Let's see if this thing is coming out. Oh boy, got a touch of the wind. Let's make sure I'm getting out the other side here. Yes. Okay, so we are. The volume sounds good. And good evening, everybody. We got the Quirky Girl, the official channel mascot, on here. Good to see you, honey. And I'm glad that you seem to be in better spirits. Miss Pedwina, hey Jody. Who else we got? We've got, yeah, Maggie. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. The Real Housewives. Hey, Shemaine. The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Yeah. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. It's what the world needs. More housewives, real housewives. Why don't they have like Real Housewives of Iowa or something like that, right? Hey, someone's princess. Hey, McDave, Canadian girlie, good to see you. How you doing, sweetie pie? Yeah, the Real Housewives of Iowa. Right? Hey, Laura. Yeah, I'm gonna bake a pie. There's Mr. Z. How you getting on, Mr. Z? Pennsylvania represent. Hey, Rosie. Pennsylvania's a great state. Born and raised in Maryland. A subscriber sent this to me. God, it's got to be 6 years ago, and it's still fits like a charm. So yeah, I hauled it out. I still haven't really done all of my laundry and everything here. But Jay Love, good to see you. Charlotte, how you doing? Beautiful. Nilla Rain in Harlan, Dallas. Good evening to you. The Real Housewives of Iowa. Right? Yeah, okay. Excellent, Mr. Z. Glad to hear that. Hey, Dreamcatcher. And yeah, it's good to see Mr. Zeal, and we're going to get him smiling again and get him continuing to move down the canal of life here. Life is a process. Dreamcatcher, nice to see you. Um, yeah, I always thought the Coen brothers make some great movies. Brother, Where Art Thou, and some other The Lady Killers. There's a lot of great movies. I think that they did. Uh, Barton Fink was another one. They might have done Raising Arizona. Might have been their first one, Raising Arizona. And they can take a very mundane topic and make something really funny out of it. Hey Scottish, how you doing, babe? They can make something really funny out of that. And when I used to see Deb the RN on there, I used to joke because she's in Iowa. She's talking to Rosie. You got to get to the Iowa State Fair. It's like the state fair of the United States, and I kind of know it is. And I always wondered if it wouldn't make a good movie to have just something that focused on, all the ladies for the pie baking competition, the apple pie. It's got to be like the ultimate baking event, the apple pie at the Iowa State Fair, and all the intrigue of the, one lady sabotages the oven. Another one substitutes rotten apples for all the intrigue of having a competition for the proverbial blue ribbon for the best apple pie in Iowa. I always thought that would be pretty funny. I don't know. Cheryl will be around. I'm sure Cheryl Girl will be around presently. So good to see Scottish in here. Yeah, how you doing, Barbara Ray? Good to see you. Yeah, see who switches the salt and the sugar and just general sabotage. Accidentally puts their elbow in the crust on the top. Yeah, auction off Rosie and her buttermilk pie with bikini, right? With bikini. So I think that's the thing. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Hi, Kim. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, it reminds me of Aunt B, who evidently was a real, and we're coming up to the 5 minute mark. You will get a buffering. Just refresh your connection. I don't know why Streamlabs always, the last person standing, I think, was Streamlabs in the whole damn community. Aunt B, Frances Bouvier. Yeah, she was. It's funny you should mention her because, of course, Aunt B was on the Andy Griffith show, and uh, Andy Griffith did not, and Frances Bouvier did not get along at all. They really disliked each other intensely on the set because Andy Griffith was a little bit freewheeling, and Frances Bouvier was like a classically trained actress. Hey Donnie, how you doing, Nocturnal? And she always felt like that being on the Andy Griffith show was like just kind of killing time until she got on to co-star with Elizabeth Taylor or something. She looked down on it. But much to her credit, as she was winding down and facing death, Andy Griffith went to visit her, and she apologized for the way that she kind of behaved on that. She was from Siler City, down the road from Raleigh. That's right. Yep. How you doing, Jay Holly? Good to see you. And we got Angus Kisses in the chat. I always thought that was, you could tell. Hey, off the wrench, how you doing? Jamaica man. You could tell that she had a lot of acting chops, but she was not real happy about, I don't think, her role of playing, out in the sticks, little country town near Mount Pilot or whatever the hell it was out there. Let's see, Harlan says I had to make a pineapple upside. Now they only make a pea picking cake. We'll get to it. There you go. How you doing, monkey boy? When you live stream, Chris immediately starts his list of, McDavid's fine. I've noticed on my live streams, whether people catch me live, if they don't, they'll catch me the next day. People in this community check out each other's live streams. There's probably 4 or 5 people live right now. I've never really concerned myself with who is live at the time I go live because I've been working my ass off today, and this is just the time that I could go live. I'm not sure, Sean. I think you'll see mostly the bikinis on the road, beaches, and things like that. A perfect platform. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Z. We'll get you through. And there's Doris. How you doing? So, yeah, I might, I might do some baking. In the future. Summertime's not the best time to do that. She seemed to always have a bee in her bonnet. Maybe that's why she called bee. Maybe so. Maybe so. So, have no fear. If people don't catch the live, they watch it on the next day. So we just, I've got plenty of people in here to enjoy. As I said this morning, I don't do drama. So it's, I've carved out my own niche here that I'm really very, very happy about on YouTube because there's life to be lived out there. There's things to do. There's stuff to see. And it's fun to just keep evolving as a creator and to keep being on the road and getting feedback from people about what they like to see and the style that they like to travel, because there's going to be a lot of travel. So it's nice. I'm taking all that into consideration and blending accordingly. You'll notice I did Tonopah video a lot differently than I did Goldfield. Had a lot of talking in it, a lot of background, quite a bit of history, and then it had what's called the B-roll mixed in with it, and that seems to be what people are settling on. Enjoying there. Poor little Ronnie Howard. Yeah, thank you, Barbara Ray. Thank you. I love this chat. I have to tell you. A lot of people say, I don't care whether it's one person or 100 or 200 or 300. As a matter of fact, when you have a little smaller size chat, it's easier to see the chat. It's easier to follow the side chat. And then my chats just kind of flow from subject to subject to subject. Got my magnesium. Good for you, Doris. How you doing, Patricia? I'm going to buy you a Baltimore Ravens shirt. Yeah, give me a Ravens. Okay, Lamar Jackson. There you go. How you doing, Rio Bird? We should bring back vaudeville. Do. Yeah, well, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Thank you. Uh, if I can do something that I love and people enjoy it, and as I say, I'm producing videos that uh, YouTube will push out, for at least a year or two when somebody goes to search or when somebody's traveling, and that's what I really like to do. You'll never get the immediate payoff of big views, but you're putting something out there that somebody's going to enjoy and put a smile or just say, wow, that was really, really cool. Oh, Alan Gold, I'm sure he'll be around. I'm sure he'll be around. So never fear. How you doing, cute kitty? Love the lighted background. Just adds a little more. I do got the fireplace on. Just for show, not go. It was nice today. It was a beautiful day, and I want to just make sure it's a little bit of a nicer. Generally, I'm over too far on this. I don't know. I can never get this thing adjusted. How you doing, Lulu? Good to see you this evening. I just took my allergy pill before I sat down tonight. I was just coming on and tonight, everybody's starting to chatter about this. Hey, perfect. How you doing, sweetie? Everybody's coming in, and some of the other chats I watch, which are topical news, not, they're not slanted news. They're just general discussions of news topics. And this, it's intriguing. This UFO report is supposed to come out in June. And I think it's supposed to be full disclosure of everything that the government knows. And I'm kind of intrigued by that. Not that it's gonna help us avoid being blasted into smithereens. I don't know. There's evidently we may be coming back to Vegas. All right. Evidently, there's some pretty wild stuff flying around out there. And yeah, I've never really been a believer in UFOs. I think it's, I've always thought it's something else. But it's going to be interesting when that comes out to see what the hell's in that. Hey, Ilva, how are you tonight? So, UFOs, Thomas Jordan, woo, they always say, that sometimes movies and things lead real life, right? They can be foreshadowing, and we've had this whole huge wave of, Star Trek and the whole, all the way back to Battlestar Galactica and Star Wars and all that. So it's kind of alien. You don't know what the hell is going to come out of that spaceship. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's kind of in mind. Do you still stay in contact with Brenda? I do not, Harlan. No, I do not. I think Brenda wanted to push on with her life there. I think that she's in a town. I cannot remember the name of the she's outside of, I don't know, south of Reno or something down there. Well, thank you, Maybella. Good to see you. I did go to Bombay Beach. You can see it, my first Slab City video on the way in, because Kaz said, Rosie, stop at Bombay Beach. I got a few captures there. But it's depressing at Bombay Beach. It's called You See Weird Things Out There. So I heard about that train crash in Mexico that was predicted, and finally it happened. Thank you, Thomas Jordan. I think I've subbed a lot of channels about Slab City Princess. Get down there, honey. She was amazing. She was gifted, and she was talented. But I do believe, how you doing, Amelia? I do believe that she appreciated the quiet life of solitude. Okay, I think that that's what she enjoyed. Yeah, if you're calling from east of the Rockies, call 1-800-243-2000. west of the Rockies. 1-800. Yeah, how you doing, Vicky? Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, we're getting Mr. Z through this. It's good to see him popping up. Yeah, so I think that's kind of interesting to see what's going to come out. And there's some pretty weird stuff. Thank you, Off the Wrench. Love you all. Glad to see you. I'm making mountain out of my mashed potatoes. Yeah, as long as you don't start hauling mud in the house. And like, remember the very first really kind of weird sci-fi movie was of the 80s or 90s, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right, with Richard Dreyfuss, and that seemed to touch off the whole schmear of all the side stuff. I had to throw in an Art Bell reference. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to be interested to see what's coming up. You know, it's a big universe out there. And as much as I like to think we're special here and human life is unique in this universe, you know, what happens here might have happened in a lot of other places. And, you know, they might have had breakthroughs that were more significant than ours. And there's probably still people out there on planets creeping around in the Stone Age or whatever. You never really know. It's really weird. What did I think of Slab City? I enjoyed my time at Slab City immensely. I could do with a few less flies. Okay. The heat doesn't really bother me too much till it gets up to about 115 degrees. That's about my limit. In other words, I'm full functional until about 115 degrees. Then, you know, Slab City's something that, let's see, McDave says, I don't think the government is going to say UFOs exist, but in underestimation of foreign military development. It could be. It could be, McDave. I really don't know. Yeah, Debbie says they can take me. I'd go, what is that, Debbie? They can probe you and do everything. Just beam me up, man. As long as the pain is tolerable, yeah, take me up aboard the ship. So I don't know. Good to see you, Liz. Charlotte says she might be coming back to Vegas. Interesting. You still probably get a cheap flight out there. And starting in June, maybe a little less so this year, the rates go down because the heat just is, the heat's intolerable to a lot of people. So the summertime seems to really slack off in Vegas. It may not. Hey, Spirit in the Sky. Oh, Amelia says, my father was an air traffic controller and refused to discuss this UFOs. Yeah, how you doing, Gail? We'll be getting back into Kitchen Stadium and all that stuff. The Space Girl escapes you. There could be civilizations that are a million years ahead, a million years behind, and everywhere in between. Will I go back to Slab City again? Yes, I will. And this time I'll spend more time. I'll leave it open-ended. I could get bored after 2 days. I could get bored after a week. I could get bored after 2 weeks. I don't know. Yeah, bring back Space Girl. How you doing, J.A.? How you doing? Thank you, Maybella. Yeah, I think we'll fire up all that stuff. I might get I put a lot of stuff on private on the McNamara channel before, so it's just bring that back. So I'm not sure. There's just too much going on with work and all that stuff. So it's just it's hard to, and I think I have you know, inside the Mitzpah Hotel is going to be like the next to the last one. Then there was this weird city called Shurz, Shurz in Nevada. That's like a Native American town. I did a little more reading on it. And they had a weird, like closed up, you know, school and things. She liked the plaza. All right. Nothing like sweating, chooching in Vegas at 115. There's nothing like it, Monkey Boy. As you know, nothing like it. So I did want to explain myself a little more because I got, one or two people were offended this morning at have chats at. Uh, I wasn't disrespecting anybody this morning. I was just saying I don't really have anything germane to offer. I don't have any. I try to get along with everybody, and I like being sort of that neutral island upon by myself. You know, do I talk to Chris? Yeah, I talk to Chris on the daily. Do I talk? Do I talk BS on YouTube? No, I'm just a sounding board. It's all in, and not a lot comes out of me. How you doing, Craig? Just got back from Arizona. It was a flight from hell. Everyone, all the planes are not my favorite. Yeah, I like the lights. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Someone's princess says, Rosie, I hope you travel with the Boston China. It's probably going to happen. Here's one of the potential monkey wrenches, right? This just came thundering through the mailbox today. So that's coming up. I've successfully evaded that for years. So I've run out of options. They're not going to excuse me. Hey, Punky, how you doing? Yeah. Well, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. I just tried to stay out of things because what am I going to talk about? I'm not going to fill Chris's ear because I like Lisa's. Lisa's always been kind to me. I care about Chris and stuff, but we need to work our way out of our own situations and things. And it's not, when, we're not spring chickens around the point, right? We're not youngsters. We've logged a few miles, right? Our shoes have a little bit of worn tread on them. We ain't wearing fresh dogs these days, okay? And I'm trying to avoid stepping in the dog do along the way. So how you doing, Cheryl? Good to see you. Yeah, it'd be good content. Traveling with the boss, though, is a whole nother head of cabbage. Let me tell you. This guy, you got to kind of be walking on eggshells all the time because you don't know what this guy's like a time bomb. You remember the game Time Bomb? They had a plastic ball and you would tighten up the spring in it and you'd throw it back and forth and whoever blew up on was the sucker, right? So that's kind of the way the boss is, Janet. I just toss the ball back and forth. So the painter Slab City, yeah, Leonard, yep. Now I have a chance. Somebody made a comment in the comment section on Salvation Mountain that he was a very close friend for many years of Leonard. And I've extended through the comment a chance to interview him, and I think that would be very interesting because I like to get behind. I mean, it's glorious to see Salvation Mountain. It's beautiful. It's inspirational because you sit there and wonder, wow, what really get into this guy's head to just work for, I don't know, 24 years or whatever the hell it was, 500,000 gallons of paint. Cave-ins that he had to fix and remedy and redo his formula and things. It's, to me, Salvation Mountain is great, but I'm more interested in what grabs somebody and makes them do that. It's like when I go down to Watts, and I encourage you to go to the front page of my channel and look at the drone video of Watts, the Watts Towers on there. Simon Rhoda or whatever, I think of his name down there. This guy's, I don't know, 27, 32 years building this, these towers out of rebar and stuff. And the fight he had with the city of LA wanted to pull them down. So he said, the city of LA said they're going to fall down and they're going to hurt somebody. And he said, no, they won't. He said, I'm a Mason. When I said shit, I said it right. So the city says, we'll see, we're going to take a little bit of a test. we're gonna hook it to we're gonna hook a tow cable on the. We're gonna undo the cable, unwinch the cable from the back of a tow truck, and we're gonna clip it onto one of these towers, and we're gonna hit the gas and see what happens. And I think ultimately it disabled the tow truck, and, and by that time the publicity was so much that the city of LA had to back off, and now of course they built a park around it and all that. So but I'm always interested in how one person gets so inspired to just dedicate their life to do just a project like that, right? Love that one man friend. He designed and decorated Slab City plot of land. Wow, he and his gal are sure. Yeah, that's not his gal. Actually, I made an error that I've corrected in the description box. That was Rabbit Side there. And the person that I showed me around was Ryan, and then Jesse came up. But the other person was not Paul, it was Peter. And I've now corrected that in the description box. And he also put a lot of work into that place. But he's driven to really make that place. I don't know, just some people are like that. How you doing, Ron? Yeah, thank you, Ron. Says I really like it when you interview people. I love the long chat with Tara. I had one person comment, stop talking over people. Hey, you know what? It's an East Coast thing, right? Learn to love it. I forgot about the pin, but I have it in the car. I'll make sure that she gets it. May or may not be down hot tubbing this weekend. They're getting a hot tub fired up down there, so it's there. I just got to remember to get it there. So I'm always more interested and intrigued at the person behind these things. I mean, it's great to fly the drones by Watchtower, and it's magnificent to see, right? It's magnificent to see Salvation Mountain and how cool it looks, but it doesn't tell me anything about the story of what inspired, you know, Leonard to come in there and do that. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. We're happy to see Mr. Z, and then you know, draw him to our ample bosoms in here in the chat tonight. You can go. Oh yeah, what'd you have, Craig? It sounds like you had a rough flight over there, huh? Well, just always remember this, and this helped me at the Cathay Pacific Pilot when I first started flying over to Asia. And that's a long trip from San Francisco to, you know, Hong Kong, because you go by way over the pole and then down the other side, right? You go over the top of the earth and then down. You don't go around that way, right? And it was even longer, 15.5 hour nonstop from Hong Kong to London, and then turn around the next afternoon and do it back. And I mean, you want to talk about violent weather, okay? And some ladies like limping off the planes. Oh my God, I'll never fly again. It was so, I could see the snow on the mountaintops. I thought we're going down. I'm thinking, woman, you haven't even been on a Russian Tupelo propeller plane. Right, going over the Himalayas around Nepal, and those engines are just struggling for oxygen, man. And it's just like, wow, you can just see the wind blowing the snow on the tops, and just like, I'm never flying again. This plane's good. The plane's gonna fly apart with this turbulence. The pilot's like, there's never been a case of a plane flying apart because of turbulence. Look at the MD-80 that the guy, Federal Express pilot, who was honored as Commercial Pilot Hero of the Year for whatever year. One of his goofy co-workers went postal in the cockpit, and this guy had this MD-80 flying upside down, going into power dives and to try to throw the guy off balance. It was crazy. Crazy stuff. How you doing, Swedes? Hey, Jennifer P. How are you? So don't ever worry about that. It might get a little rough sometimes. The big thing is overhead bins opening and shit dropping on people's heads, or people not belted into their seats and then they hit their heads on the so never fear. Never fear. Oh, Cheryl says, I need pharmaceuticals. I had a wing window and those wings were flapping like a goose, my dog. How come they don't come off? They don't ever come off, man. You ever notice a lot of planes crash and shit, the wings are intact, right? You just can't appreciate how strong those, how incredibly strong those planes are. I mean, you remember the, was it Aloha Airlines or Hawaiian Airlines? The whole damn top of the front part of the plane came off and the people are like flying in a convertible, okay? And that plane is still flying. I mean, it must have been a little chilly and windy, but that plane was still going, man. That plane was still going. Think about it, what you said, a lot stronger than you think that they are. Those things are just, they put those things under stress tests that are unbelievable. The old stores now are selling gummies with oh, the CBD stores are now selling gummies with TVC. Yeah, just the engines come off and stuff like that, but they're meant to be breakaway engines, right? I mean, as long as I've been on a 747 with 3 engines out, okay? And that's, you know, they're like the Rolls Royces of the sky. They got those big ass Rolls Royce engines, man, and they're just like, nice cruising. But there were 3 engines out one time or something. I saw videos of that when he was landing. Lord be to heaven. I would crap in your hat. I want to tell you, Craig, just go look at those recreations of that McDonnell Douglas Federal Express flight. If you ever think that, if you ever worry about turbulence, you'll never worry. This pilot put that damn plane upside down into a nosedive, okay? This guy was so skillful, and, you know, he didn't want to trash himself, so he knew what the hell he was doing. See, Olivia says, husband is a commercial forming Navy pilot, always jokes, he doesn't know why people get scared the wings fall. He said they won't fall off, they'll fly off. I love that, Olivia. Yeah, the old Pan Am China Clippers. I mean, you know, the good thing about flying over the Pacific is the distances are great. They're tremendously long distances, and you always got 747. Sometimes you got the 747-800s, the super stretch, and man, they were nice. They were just silk in the sky. Okay, and they were just beautiful. The pilots run down with the only parachute. Well, I'll tell you the story. Back in the day when I was flying early in China, and it was very, very primitive. You didn't get any announcement from the cockpit. People just get on the plane. Nobody tells you to put your luggage in. There ain't no safety card to read. There ain't no cute little movie. Hi, welcome aboard Air China. We're Huanying, Zhongguo Fanting. You know, there's nothing. And people are getting, you know, they're bringing chickens on cages on boards, and right, they got old ladies with canes trying to get down the aisle, and you know, we're leaving Beijing's old shitty national capital airport. You know, I barely get into the plane, right? I'm trying to help the old you know, the old chai's Dway Bucci Wopangni, how, you know, I'll give you a hand. And everybody's still in the aisle, putting shit up into things. And the pilot just takes that thing, pushes those sticks, and all of a sudden that plane's taking off. I mean, it's gone down the runway, and speed's picking up, and people are just starting to be forced to the back. They're trying to hold on. I'll never forget that. They're in the aisle. They're hanging on the seats for dear life. This thing's climbing like at an angle like that, and they're like, "Holy crap! Holy crap!" Okay, so you finally get up in the air, and then the air hostess comes down, and it's lunchtime, and you're thinking, "Yeah, I'm gonna have some good, you know, some good Chinese food." She comes down with a little Ziploc baggie, and it's like she's dealing cards at a blackjack table. She's just throwing out this baggie with a chicken wing. Likely stealing cards, just throwing the plastic bag with a couple crackers and a chicken wing. Oh yeah, I remember smoking sections on international flights. Yeah, in the back there was always in the back of the planes and stuff. So it's there's always a story. But my biggest fear when flying is that someone doesn't secure the overhead bin, or somebody injures themselves when you hit those. They can go up or you can descend, and then people aren't belted in and they injure their spine hitting things. So it's kind of funny. Oh Lord, yeah, nice story. Shumay says, I had a 24-hour trip from Oman to New Jersey to stopped in Germany and Switzerland. Then I had to drive home because mom couldn't get it. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's triggering me too. But I haven't quite done laundry yet, so. Four Guys Philly back in 77. That's it. Just remember, feather that left. They're thinking that right's coming, and just proceed forward with that left, okay? Then move it out the side a little bit, bam, come in again, and then that right cross. Okay, that's it. So, yeah, I mean, Mr. Z was in the Air Force. I mean, you've seen it all. I mean, wings hitting, you see cross turbulence landing, and the pilots are just, the passengers are all like, oh my God, I'll never fly again. And the pilot's walking out the door pinching the flight attendant's ass. That was a flight. Perfect. No problem at all. The language barrier of pilots to FAA. Yeah, I hear you, Amelia. Yeah, so I was given this by Glamorous Cat back in 2014 or 2015. At the end of the flight, everybody stood up and clapped when the captain came out of the, hey, Ninth Element, how you doing? I got your Ninth Element's interested. I haven't had a chance to reply. It just depends what the boss and Jan are doing. Ninth Element was talking about maybe caravanning, and it would be kind of cool. I like Ninth Element. Ninth Element does some really good quality videos and things. Bam, just like that. Hey, Joni. Johnny, were you at I was checking your video. You look like you were at a graveyard or something today. So you weren't really talking. So it was hard to see. Yeah, the movie Airplane, exactly. So I never have some more Baltimore for life. That's it. Burr. I don't know what BURH is, but. Bird to you too, playing that one thing, the old band. I was sitting in the office and we were in Exchange Tower where the stock exchange is on the lower level, and we were up, I don't know, the 31st floor or something. I'm looking at on a June day, and there's always planes at the old Kaitak airport. Pilots hated it because you came down right in the center of the city between the skyscrapers, and you could see everybody putting their laundries hanging on their apartments, and people eating dinner. And you're coming down, and it looks like you're about 15 feet away from the buildings, right? And you come down right at the harbor. Well, I'm sitting there one day, and I'm looking out, and here's China Airlines with Taiwanese airline. This goes right off the end of the runway and just kind of flops down at the end of it there. So come to Oregon. Yeah, I don't know. Good for you, Joni. I don't know what it is. Rough beat. Yeah, there you go, Shemay. I don't know what it is. Hopefully. Hey Lisa, how you doing, sweetie? Hopefully this will change my mind, right, when I get up to the Northwest, because you know, it's going to sound strange. I don't like a lot of trees. I know you all like Rosie. You just should be committed to the friggin' insane asylum. How you doing, Mouse Toes? I know it's crazy, you know. Um, I don't know. It's beautiful. Oregon is supposed to be a beautiful ocean view, I think, and some of the other places. So I'm hoping it's gonna open my eyes. I don't want to say I'm forcing myself to do this because I'm like a warm weather. You know, I like to go where it's warm and dare I say hot in those kind of places. So it's you know. So we'll see what the hell happens. I don't know. In the meantime, I got this mofo. Jury duty. Uh, Oregon's a strange place. Oh no, the hot tub has a leak. You better get. Don't they have patches that just cure underwater? Just throw one on there, right? What is it? A fitting? There's the boss there. So it doesn't sound like I'm going to be hot tubbing anytime soon. Yeah, Astoria. Yeah, so I don't know what it is that's never really attracted me to the Northwest. You know, because Bergs has always said, Rosie, you're always going, you know, south, and you're always going to Vegas, and you're always going to LA and San Diego, and down in the deserts, and hot as a mofo, and blah, blah, blah. How come you don't ever come north? And I just said, I don't know. I don't like the cold and rain. And Berg's, you know, our rainy season ends too here, and it's beautiful, beautiful. No, I've never been to Guadalupe, Nipomo Dunes, or Paradise Beach. Yeah. Like for the Rosie girl, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thumbs up, appreciate it if you're coming in. I hope you don't get a boring embezzlement case, or or a capital crime that's going to go on for a month. Oh my God! Right? Yeah. No, it's not again jury duty, Harlan. I have evaded jury duty. The last time was December 7th. I was supposed to go. And as you guys recall, that was we were coming into the absolute peak of this wave of the pandemic, and they just postponed it and said 6 months. We'll see you, and you always hope your thing gets lost. So I haven't checked the fittings first, boss. I haven't. Done jury duty since, God, I want to say 1980. Yeah, in the early 80s, maybe. Okay, maybe the late 70s. Oh, man. I don't know. Seattle waterfront on a hot sunny day, nothing like it. So we'll see. Yeah, maybe I have a fear of wild animals eating my face off. It could be it. I just, you know, I just don't like heavily forested areas. And, I don't know, but Oregon is supposed to really be cool in Washington State. So what the hell, you know? What happens if you don't respond to jury duty this time? Now, it's not that I didn't comply before. I always was put in to be excused, right? And they excused me. This time when I put in, they said, no. You've been here, whatever, 22 years, and you've never done jury duty. Really? No. No more. You got to get it done. Got to get it. Yeah, go shift to get the eyes. Jury box has better chairs nowadays. I think most cases are just, well, if you get to a superior court, it's a little more than just a small matter. So we'll see what the hell happens. You know, with that coming up. So that's why I had to wave off terror, because I knew this was coming. And I'm like, oh, damn, Tara, I forgot I'm going to have this jury duty stuff coming up again. And my God, here it just reared its ugly head right there. So, excuse the word, jobs do pay you, even though you're going yeah, BB says we love living in Oregon. And I think a lot of people love living in Oregon, right? I mean, I've had Shane from Oregon Leather. I can't remember what the hell of his. He used to be a friend of mine. He was on live streams and stuff. Eastern Oregon Leather Company, and he was out in the eastern part where it really gets hot. Okay, but he liked it out there, and then some people that live on the coast. So you know what, BB? I'm sure when I'm going to come back, I'm going to say that was a hell of an epic. That was a good time. Okay, but I've never been naturally inclined. Being a person that likes heat and hot, I've always been inclined to go south. Oh man, I gets lost. It couldn't have been my jury duty exactly. You know, weak bladder and have to potty off, and that would get you out of it. There you go, princess. Dar says Rosie, Roman legions didn't like forests either. I guess not, and I don't think. I'm thinking that every time I pass over Donner Pass, coming over the Sierras at 7,200 feet, I think of those poor friggin' pioneers that literally had to blast a road through rocks and redwoods and all that crap, pine trees, to get up over those tremendous mountains there. There's a heartbreak of pioneers when they came all that distance since all those snow-capped peaks in June. And what a nightmare, right? So I can appreciate that a lot of people didn't like to see that. Oh, if accused of a crime, I want you on my jury. Amelia's not guilty. I don't care if we have to sit in this jury room until the cows come home, man. Settle in, guys. We ain't leaving. And it'll be like 12 angry men, one by one. They change their mind. Remember that movie with Henry Fonda and Jack Klugman, right? 12 angry men. August in Oregon would be the month for you. There you go. Wear a Christian t-shirt and you'll be excused. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I went back there today. I'm going to get to that. Thank you, Jay. Did I get a new fence in? No, no. This is good. Thank you for getting through it. Yeah, Missy Jen's doing good. Missy Jen's doing okay. Remember, I communicate with Missy Jen every single day. Let's move on. That was funny though. Craig, I'm sorry you had such a terrible flight. It happens. I've been on a flight to Honolulu, right? And it was so friggin' rough that the pilots just like flight attendants just belt in, just leave the carts where they are, just set the brakes on them, and and it's like, wow, okay, look at the boss says, I hope it's a murder trial. I hope it's not. Okay, I don't ever feel comfortable passing judgment on people, but it is what it is, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having law and order in society. So, I'm not going to make myself hostile. I'm not going to make myself sweet. Yes, I do like sardines, right? Thank you. I just keep thinking about when you were talking how strong the planes are and how many miles I flew. Man, I racked up the miles. United Airline. I was always in the airport lounges. They were really nice. Those days, they'd have carved beef and chicken and drinks and everything. When you were a United or a Cathay Pacific, British Airways or something like that, it was always nice. And companies always flew you business class. Okay, if you're traveling yourself, you'd stuff your ass into the cattle car. But business, their philosophy was, we want our people to be comfortable. Okay, we want to fly away here. Once I sat on the wing, Oh no, Skunk Ape, that's impossible. I cannot believe that Vlogger Puppet would ban you. Wow. He just doesn't seem like the kind. I don't know. Oh well. He's probably getting crotchety in his old age. What is he, like 85 now or something? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, what did you do now? Skunk Ape. Now, I did experience some trip lag today, which is often happens when you consecutively pile a lot of miles, something on the order of 1,600 miles in a relatively short period of time. And also the emotional, I say that, getting hyped up at meeting people, Charles Richardson, High Watch. You know, there's always that feeling, will he or she like me when they meet me? You know, so you're always emotionally kind of edgy, right? And I've always said I'll meet anybody, you know. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? Somebody's going to snatch the wig, or okay, all right, you got your video. All right. Otherwise, you know, and then it's, you know, where am I going to boondock? What am I going to eat? Got to get video, got to get video, got to scope out the town. You know, it's a lot of, he did it and he said I wasn't funny anymore. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks, boss. Keep being encouraging about the jury duty. This guy never demurs to the upside of something. It's always the downside. Yeah, Charlotte is very cute and her sisters were cute. But, you know, you're meeting people. You don't know how it's going to go. Right? Do they think I'm going to be the same as I am on YouTube? You know, and do I look like a dick? You know, to hug or not to hug? Are they huggers? Are they not huggers? So by the time you get home, the rest of the train is coming behind you, right? The rest of the cars being pulled around along, the emotional, the other things, and I was really feeling it about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So it's pretty crazy. Um, I'm feeling a little better. I had something simple. I haven't been grocery shopping yet. I had to do work today. I have not shopped in a grocery store in almost 2 months. Think about that. Yeah, it's been 2 months since I stepped inside of a grocery store. All right, I've just been eating down on whatever shit is around here. The old expired crap that's sitting in the pantry. I would like to buy a van, but I can't afford it right now. I'm content with what I'm rolling with right now. I'm going to try to get out and get shopping. But you know, I don't live to eat. I just eat to live. So that's the difference. I've been very happy about my weight. I didn't gain anything on the trip. I did a lot of walking around, a lot of climbing and other things. So that's good. Oh, Charlie, you don't have to be nervous around the old Rosie girl's like a old gym sock. Okay. The kind that just falls down, right? You keep pulling it up and it falls down. You're going to come clean out my pantry. No, I think my freezer's pretty much empty, Ninth Element. I do have a frozen pizza that I haven't cooked yet. So that's, I think I bought that when Chris came out here. I don't know, 6 months, 5 months ago. I don't know. I don't know. So that's been a while. That's been around a while. So no freezer dogs, no nothing. Right. I'm strong. Okay. As long as it's not Farmer John from 2013, we're probably good to go. Remember what happened? Yeah, I remember what happened. I remember what the hell happened. I lived the nightmare, Patricia. Remember, Rosie's pretty damn bulletproof, right? But that was, 7 hours of hell. All right. It is what it is, guys. Waste not, want not. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking, you know how I rationalize shit? I'm thinking, man, you know, the Scott expedition, the Perry expeditions to Arctic and Antarctic, and they find food from 100 years ago and they're eating it, right? It'll never go bad. You can keep that for like 5 years exactly. I have a bottom freezer. That's what I just got to remember to cook it, right? There's nothing wrong with eating simply on the road. Oh no, Teresa says my keyboard spacebar is broken. I won't chat much. Oh no. It looked like it grew an eyeball. Oh, that's gross, quirky girl. That is really gross. Yeah, so tomorrow night is Friday night. I think we're going to be out tomorrow night. Because the fuck is this guy doing? Is he in my driveway? What is this dope doing? Yeah, I don't know what the hell this guy's doing in my driveway. I don't know. How do you get turned around? You back in? Is that Bobby? I don't know. What the hell it is. I just saw like red tail lights in the driveway. I don't know. The neighborhood's so damn packed. Plus, it's getting on warm. Everybody's outside. Going to Louisiana mud bug boil this Saturday. Reminds me of the Insane Chef. Yes, exactly. We do love the chef. Anyway, enough talk about the food. And I got home. What had it been, 10 days? I'd been on the road. You can imagine the state of the Rancho in that time. Man, I had grass this high in the back. Okay. I'd take that mower, and I got a pretty damn good mower, right? And I got the boss's mower for backup. And pushing through that stuff, I really needed a high weed mower, and what normally takes me about an hour took about 3 hours because I was stalling out constantly with that crap back there. Okay. And it was a nightmare today. Then I get to the back of the Rancho, way back there. And I'm looking like, oh, these little dickheads kicked out some of the boards again. No, but they're just rotten, and some of them fell out. And I thought, oh my God. I can't come to terms with this apartment behind me. Right? So I pack up my drill and shit and my screws, 4-inch, inch and 5/8 screws. Drive, well, I can't go out in the alley. If I could find I can't get in that way. I got to go all the way up Dutton Avenue, turn left on Sebastopol Road, turn into whatever the hell. Got to go to the office. Guy's loaded. It's like 11 in the morning, and he just is at the door. He's like, Rosie? Yeah. Remember? Yeah, Tony. You come for the fence? I did, yeah. Yeah, I got to get some boards back in. He's like, yeah, I kind of noticed that. I was wondering when you were going to get over here, and I'm thinking to myself, you got a full maintenance crew over here. Couldn't you just get off your ass and just get your drill and with the bit and just put these things back in? No, I have to take an hour of my time. That thing is hey Carl, how you doing? That thing is being held together by a wing and a prayer. Okay? Right now, sections of it are mobile this way. The reason I haven't moved forward because 2 years ago when I talked to Tony about getting the job done, they wanted to do it internally there, and they were charging a fortune. Okay, so I just thought, okay, I'll just stabilize it myself. I've managed to get another 2 years out of that fence, right? I got now wires holding. No, I'm not going to buy a riding mower. I like the exercise of the push mower. So now I got it nice and all the boards back in and it's nice. And then I just think, okay, it's the dry season now. We're not going to get rain until November or December. Screw it. All right. In the meantime, I think if I replace it, I told them I think I'd like to see about getting a chain link fence because they don't go bad, right? It's all a pain in the ass. It's all a pain in the ass. So tell me, someone managed to steal 5 transactions of 100. Oh no, Teresa, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. Wow. I worry every time I swipe my card on the road, and trust me, I used a bit of gasoline, okay, and a few convenience stores and things, and I always worried about the old credit card stealer thing that they plug in. Fixing the leaning part of the fence still. Yeah, it's one of my most watched videos. I think it's on the Murphy channel. And by the way, if you want to see my hotel room at the Mitzpah, I put up a short, I think it's a 2-minute video over there of my room over there. I'm going to put up some food reviews on the road over there too. So wood fences give privacy, but I got like the glass bit of green space in this whole damn shitty packed ass community here, right? And there's already a lot of privacy being is that fence is the length of a football field back there, right? And there's another fence behind the orchard there. So how would it feel to be on the Rancho with no privacy fences? That's when I first moved here, Jody. I'd sit in my shitty kitchen on a chair in the morning looking at this, kicking myself in the ass for buying this place. People are laughing at me, are you kidding me? We're at the low point of the real estate meltdown, right? May 30th will be 10 years I've been on the Rancho. People are laughing at me, right? The neighbors it's like something out of the movie Money Pit, right? Neighbors like, I go to introduce myself. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Chris. I'm Rosie. Oh yeah. How can we help you? I just bought the property next door. The thing had been on the market like 2 years, right? And Joni, the fence. You can see the video what the Rancho looked like when I first moved here. The wooden fence had all caved in, and I'd sit there eating breakfast in the morning, cursing myself, looking at 3 shitty buildings on a big piece of land in a city. And people would just come cut across the property. There was no Rancho main gate here. They would just cut through the property to get up to the main road there. And I'd be sitting at the window and they'd just wave at me. Like there was a path that went through. How you doing, Dreamer? Call Mom on the compounded interest. How you doing, Clearsky? I hope you're doing well. So there's nothing around here that's not fenced, Joni. I don't know the way it is in Kentucky, but I know in the West people fence their shit. Okay, and the first order of business for me was to call Town and Country Fencing and get that chain link fence the length of a football field down that side there. And then I had the big double swing gate and then the small gate to go through on a regular basis. So good night off the ranch. So that took about an hour or so to make that fence pretty decent. I tightened up the wires again that are kind of holding it up. It seems pretty good right now. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, California loves a fence, but good fences make good neighbors, right? right? Because unfenced property, people will think it's abandoned and they'll just walk through it. They just, it is what it is, right? If people can take a shortcut to get somewhere. So the first thing I did was drop that chain link fence down that whole damn side there. Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a two-way street down there. I've had some interactions with the family. So, that consumed a lot of my day today, and I'm gonna have to work eventually. I might be able to get. I don't. It's not an imminent danger of falling down, okay, but it's just it's at the back of the apartment complex, so not many people are inclined to go back there anyway. So, Mr. Z says I like high walls around my backyard, freaky parties and stuff. Well, I put Lady Banks roses all along the fence line because I didn't want people to have to look at a chain link fence. I wanted the people to see something pretty, and then they hacked the shit out of that this spring from the other side because they got pissed off. I guess it was growing too far over, and they they clipped the living hell out of those bushes. So I lost a lot of my privacy there. Hey, Jimmy Joe, how you doing? The lemon trees have bloomed. I did a video maybe a month ago. I'll go do another one. The apples, it's going to be a light on plums this year, pretty light on peaches. It's going to be heavy on citrus. Going to be a lot of oranges. Seems like every variety of orange is kicking it. What if the fence is leaning into your yard, but it's not yours? It's our fence. We share common fences. When the fence went bad down this side, where the dogs used to come through, we jointly paid for that fence to be done. Okay, and that worked out pretty good. Did a fine job of putting that fence in. So, well, I went over and asked permission. I went to the office first. I said, see, the fence is leaning that way into their property. So I have a couple, heavy duty cables that are holding it more or less in an upright position. But some of the slats fall off because they're starting to get rotten. So, oh, well, thank you, Carla. But yeah. In other words, if my tree overshadows somebody else's property, as long as it doesn't fall down on it, but they're responsible for the leaves that come over, and it is what it is. But I was kind. I have this big persimmon tree, and I didn't want all the persimmons to go on the ground and be slick so somebody would slip on them, right? So I don't know. Yeah, safe travels. Safe travels to you off the wrench. I hope that you have a good one. Yeah. So tomorrow night I want to go out and do something with you guys. If I can't plan something, at least we can go out for a burger. We can have a little, people seem to love the gas station chats. We sit out there and get a cup of coffee and chill out. Then get a couple burgers and then maybe head over to Dutch Brothers. But I might try to put a little something onto it. It's getting a little more difficult now because the days are getting longer. So, yeah, it used to be I could do these things in the late afternoon, early evening, then I could go eat. So we will see. Yeah, persimmons. Use a 3107. Orange is best I had in 10 years. How you doing, Juice? I've got a Palestine orange. I've got a Robertson Navel. I've got a Valencia. I've got a Trevita orange. I've got a Washington Navel. And I've got a Seville sour orange tree. And I have a lemon tree. So I got citrus at the waz. Okay, I got citrus at the wazoo. Yeah, I might do the taco cart tomorrow night. that's always fun. Um, yeah, yeah, I think that that could be good. Stay to the gas station address. Makes it depends. There's two varieties of persimmon. The hachia, which I have here, which is the variety that has to get very soft and mushy before you eat it because it's too astringent. Ask the boss, he ate one before it was ripe and said that's the first and last persimmon he's ever going to eat in his life. Or you have the fuyu, which is the firm type, which you can eat. You don't have to worry about perfect ripeness. So, no tangerines. I'm not a big fan of tangerines. I like my oranges. I've still got oranges on my Valencia tree out here. And all those fruit trees were so funny, him chowing down on them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to reconnect with him. So what about, I'm not really partial to limes, but I think the juiciness of the Meyer improved lemon is tremendous. It's great. It is great. So allergic to mango. Bobby in the fridge. Yeah. So that's a rundown on that. So it looks like going to be a decent amount of peaches. Very few plums this year. I have to get out there and give everything a deep watering tomorrow. It's really sucks. Yeah, the avocados in Kauai were huge. Yeah, so um, that's going to be on the agenda tomorrow. I got to do some more work. I'm finally wrapping up the vids. I'm finally wrapping up the videos, which is good. And we'll be getting on to Stinson Beach and Bolinas. That should be pretty good. I like the persimmons that aren't pointed. They're whichever, yeah, they're the fuyu. They look like a flat. They're kind of flat on the top and all that. So you don't get wiped out on the fruit since it's locust. We don't have them out here, Princess. That's an East Coast, I think, to the Mississippi River phenomena. We don't have locust out here. We got plenty of black widows. Bigger threat are voles and gophers, things like that. Cicadas are a summer staple in Vegas. That's cool. I detest all things bug. Roach season was already underway, right? Roach season was already underway, right? Oh, plenty of juicy roaches out there in the deserts. Before you know it, guys, it'll be Black Widow time. And I know that's some of the most popular chooches are the ones when we go down to the Woodlawn Cemetery there in Vegas. So we have brown recluse. Yeah, so I don't Bolinas. Okay, thank you, Ninth Element. You were the one who told me go to Bolinas. So this one I'm going to mix a little bit of storytelling. I'm going to mix storytelling and B-roll in this one. I'm trying to find, there wasn't much of a story to tell in Tonopah, but Goldfield was good story, good B-roll, good story, good B-roll. So, you know, I'm still finding my meter. How you doing, Lucky Beans? I'm not going to forget about jury duty. See, this guy's just a continuous ball buster here, right? Don't forget about jury duty. Oh, I look hot tonight. I probably look a bit chesty tonight. I'm just the old bat. Yeah, smoke them roaches. Good to see you, Lucky Beans. I hope you're doing well. No, I can't say I lost any weight. I think after my keto that I did in March and into April, that was great. Now I'm actually eating more now. Yeah, I'm picking up my eating now. And I told you guys, I've been taking this collagen supplement for like a month now or something, over a month, maybe 2 months now. And I think that that's really, really been good. Really been good because as you get older, your collagen breaks down. Abnormal hysterectomy week. I think I gotta go. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Lucky Beans. Love you, honey. We'll be praying for you. We've gotten a lot of people through shit. So the gardens are gorgeous in Bolinas. Yeah, thank you, Linda. I feel good and healthy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So, yeah, I just am not I think when you get older, your appetite gets a little smaller too. So, but I'm drinking plenty of water and plenty of fluids all day. You believe that? Uh, you'll get $12. Yeah, Lucky Beans, we got you, baby. We got you through this. Um, we pulled everybody through. We're like the Marine Corps, Lucky Beans. We don't leave any of our own behind here. Okay. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I was healthy on the road. If I could sleep well, you like that glamour tan. Hey, how you doing? Brian from the Bronx, New York. So I'm going to keep the tan. We're going to do a little stint up on the Russian River when it finally gets warm enough up there. We'll be splashing around in the Russian River and having some fun up there. In the meantime, some people have asked me about monetization. I've submitted some of my paperwork for this newly formed, uh, I don't know what you would call it, um, music company that's gathered a lot of publishing rights and things like that. So um, I might end up going to court. I don't know. You know, it's, I talked to an attorney and we're both agreed. Our Constitution says that you can't entertain anything of bills of attainder, and that means you can't post facto go back and retroactively claim things. Okay, right? You can't arrest somebody years later for something when the statute of limitations is run out. Yeah. Yeah, we love you, Lucky Beans. You're one of our own. Yeah, I've been to Corbell, Ninth Element. If you put Corbell into my search box, you'll see multiple visits when I've gone out and done videos with Missy Jan. One of the earliest places I took to Boston Janet way back in 2000. Oh, I didn't have a video then. I wasn't on YouTube, but we went to the Corbell winery. Yeah, it's good to be back on the Rancho. I drank a lot of water every single day. I fill up that 1 gallon, zero water, and I make sure I empty that every single day. Stay hydrated. Keeps your skin puffed out and everything, right? So, uh, yeah. Well, I don't want anybody banned for what they say in other chats here. Okay, so because I did get a little bit of a ruckus about that. So, but I drink a lot of water every single day. I think it's very, very important to do that. So, Bolinas, Stinson Beach should be fun. I think instead of going down the Pacific Coast 101, instead of going down Route 1, I'll go down 101 and then cut over and go overland a little bit down there to be all right. Should be an easy place to boondock and yeah, I don't know. See, in Bolinas, they like it. It's not the easiest place to get to, and they like their privacy and they like their quirkiness and everything. Uh, they're not really on the tourist map. So YouTube changed a lot. No record can't go. No more record button for those who can't go live. Have to use phone and upload only shorts now. I don't know, Charla. YouTube is. It used to be the change came slowly to YouTube, and now it's. I guess it's afraid of losing its dominance, so it's moving in a lot of directions. I think the monetization thing is going to continue to tighten up. They do one battle at a time. So I don't know about the going live and all that kind of crap. So yeah, drink a lot of water. You just picked up your Great Dane. That must be a great dog, Hobotron. Great Danes. I always like the look of a Great Dane. They always look very majestic to me. Very majestic. Brian Fort's Winery in Portland. Okay, I'll see what we do. I noticed it. Yeah, it's a beautiful drive from Monterey to Morro Bay. Yeah, so that's going to be a little later on. Once I get jury duty behind me, I got to see how it goes with the boss and Janet. Probably will do that trip too. I know that in like August, I want to try to be the whole month down in San Diego, down in that area, but bouncing between LA and San Diego down there, boondocking. By that time, things should be. I should have a pretty good flow going of stuff. So, Wildflower Bakery in Freestone for Fugazi bread. I've passed that a couple times. I'm thinking of Valley Ford. You probably know where Valley Ford is out there. So, yeah, we love you, Lucky Beans. Streamlabs is a nightmare. Okay. I may eventually try to get it mobile again. Because the text to speech is fun when it's working, but I don't know. It's it's probably been what, Cheryl, 2 years since a year and a half since I've had the text to speech thing. It's been so frustrating. Teresa got her new keyboard coming. What is that? The Jelly Belly factory is open for visitors and tours, or because I know Budweiser stopped giving tours to Budweiser factory, which was kind of heartbreaking. I will miss that. Our quirky girl. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to think of something we can do tomorrow night. Maybe creeping around somewhere. The weather's getting kind of nice now. Man, I'd really like to go up to that old hospital where that Karen keeps chasing me off up there. You know, up on the, the old community hospital up there. It's a real freak zone, but it's very hard. Missy Jen's doing okay. She's doing okay. I don't think the Budweiser factory is giving tours, Sean. I thought they shut them down. Oh, my monetization's been gone since March 1st. I'm probably going to end up having to take down in excess of 300 or 400 videos with music and vintage audio stuff. That'll be a crime, but that's what it might have to come down to with this. They formed a couple of these independents, formed this publishing and rights company, and they're trying to go back and grab everything that people used before that was royalty and copyright free. Yeah. So, yeah. Coast is October, early November, no fog, right? It'll probably, Ninth Element, I did a whole cinematic video on Sausalito. I was there day tripping with D. We covered everything cinematically and walk and talk, and for everything from Otis Redding, where he wrote sitting on the dock of the bay in Sausalito, sitting on the houseboat there, right? I mean, go check out. You guys are missing a lot if you don't go into the travel videos. If you're enjoying Tonopah and Goldfield and Slab City, start back when I started the series, when Dee and I went to Guerneville and then San Francisco. Go check him out. You'll be glad that you did. I think he's doing okay. I'm going to try to, well, Super Chat ties in with monetization. So PayPal's been fine. I've been very appreciative of the people that have hit that. I'm just not going to come over on here and bang the drum that says because I make content, because I'm here with you, that you need to donate. People, if they feel inclined, they'll do it. Okay? I mean, that's the way I feel. So usually once a stream, I'll just mention it. If you want to support the channel, then it's always welcome. PayPal.me/Rosie O'Kelly. With other people is fine. What they do is fine. But has anybody perceived any slowdown in my flow since the monetization wasn't there? Have I cut and run? No. Am I still producing the same volume of content? Yes. Why? Because I love what I'm doing. So, but it does not affect my channel. I don't make many. Yeah, they're really not strikes, they're matches. Okay, Lucky Beans. Well, you watch them whenever you can, honey. We love you here. So, I don't do Venmo. No, I haven't set that up. Why does it sound like somebody's creeping around? Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. Bum, 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 bum. Do. Let's get those thumbs up too, please. Thumbs up are most appreciated. So, yeah, if you do want to help me out on there, it's most appreciated. Your confidentiality is always assured. I am like the vault here on YouTube. Nothing ever slips out. Personal information. All of my moderators can attest to that, and my longtime friends here. You tell me something in confidence, it stays 1000% in confidence. Okay. I feel like I could bust at the seams sometimes with all the bullshit that's been put into me. Thank you, Teresa. Says the content's been incredible. And people have responded, like Teresa, like Brenda. So many people here have responded. I hope the monetization comes back soon, because it's also a chance for me to get a little money that I can take care of those few moderators that participate and my other helpers on the like Jody and people like that are always here. I'm always a person that believed in tipping out people. Not everybody participates, but sharing a little bit of success. And it's my knowledge for over 2 years, I'm the only channel that's ever tipped out my moderators and stuff, and I want to continue doing that because they show up. How you doing, Nicole? Good to see you, sweetie. Nicole, I watched your video on getting that shorty that you did. I like your glasses. I like your haircut. Your dishes were incredible. I was going down the road and I didn't have a chance to, I'll try not to stream and text while I'm driving, but I'll tell you, wow, that curry dish, and man, you got it going on, honey. You got it going on. I'm so friggin' proud of what you're doing. And you look good and you look happy. So I am watching. I don't have any pets. No, my Wolfie passed away, so. Yeah, so I've enjoyed that content. Tried to give someone money to give it back at Venmo. Oh my God, Angus Kiss. Yeah, well, PayPal works great. I've never had a problem with PayPal. Some people, oh, my PayPal got hacked, or my PayPal got suspended, or this or that, or it's all fine. I've had PayPal for 20 years or something like that. I'll slip. If you don't tell my secret, I'll slip you at 20, just like that. I've never broken a confidence on YouTube, and there's Sharon. Sharon's been so kind, and she sent some rompers for me and thermos and just so many things so many kindnesses. I absolutely adore her. I felt like garbage today and I have a second vaccine. Well, I'm just saying, Nicole, everything you put up, I'm watching. I just happen to be on the road, and I'm a very glad sub of yours. It's just, I'm watching, oh man, that was good, man. She's really kicking ass with that. And then I'm off the road and doing something and I forget to drop a comment on that. So, but I do believe I hit the thumbs up button. I'm just glad. Yeah, I felt like kind of crappy the first 12 hours after my second shot or so. So I'm real proud of what you got going on um, there. I really enjoy it. So we got to think about something to do tomorrow night. Please go look at that playlist called Travel and Adventures. It might be called Cinematic Travel Adventures. They start all the way last year, and just watch them, check them out. You'll enjoy them. You really will. I think so. Thank you. I try and keep up to date with your 7 million upload today. No, I've been pretty. Usually I'm around, chat and then video. It's just being on the road. I'm trying to get this content up before while it's still fresh in people's minds and stuff. I'm very happy, Sharon. I mean, I look in this chat and I see, Angus Kisses. I see Sharon and Charlotte and putting a gift. I see so many people that have been so tremendously generous. Craig, Patricia Wakefield, the list just goes on and on and on. Moved out a year ago to other platforms like BitChute, Dailymotion, and Vimeo. I had Daily Motion for a while. I just couldn't do it. Vimeo is like more professional, non-compressed video for people that want to do show reels and things like that to get hired and stuff. So to me, YouTube will just be the one and only. I'm developing. I have some other ideas in the works, a little more of the wild side of Rosie and stuff. But yeah, Nicole's like, don't ever change. I never will. Right? When first day I joined, Nicole, YouTube had that mantra, broadcast your life. And I've done it every friggin' day except a few ever since. Broadcast your life. Well, fuck, I did. 10,000 videos, of which I've had to remove over 6,000 videos. Think about that, and over 10 million views have had to be removed. So WPPCP, good to have you back. Good to see you tonight. Some people have gone over to yeah, I don't get on I haven't hopped much on the Discord. I got the Discord. It's just there's only so many hours in a day. But I do want to be more of a presence on Discord. I want to thank Marie. I want to thank Silver Star, Vintage Drama. Those people that keep, every time I go live, the wonderful Marie is posting in there. Rosie's live, right? Or she saw me an upload on the Murphy channel. She's posting, make sure you're subbed up to Rosie's other channel, the Rosie Murphy channel. I friggin' love that girl. Okay, she's amazing. So, what's my favorite place to travel? Probably San Diego. Is a lot of fun. Spend time Twitch these days, but it kind of has it for me with the stream. You never stopped your freight train. Yeah, well, built like one and roll like one, right, Nicole? I don't think anything will ever surpass, YouTube, but you never know. Right, just because Google controls so much of this search. Good WPPCP. A lot of people went over to D-Live, something like that. But I've noticed now they're starting to come back. I see Cab 7, Green Bay Wacky. A lot of people that, I guess for a year, we're over at D-Live, and now they're starting to come back to YouTube. So don't go to any other stuff. Oh, it's fine, Susan. Nobody. Discord is my thing. Is just like some people roll in. I know Shemai's in there, and something. Just say hi to each other. It's a moderated board. Discord gets a bad rap, but Discord is just a reflection of the person that owns the channel. Okay. If the person is freewheeling and wild, then the Discord's going to be wild, right? If things are moderated and people are enjoying and they see their friends, then it's going to be a mirror of the chat. Okay, that's all it's going to, yeah. I think it's called D Live. D Live. You keep moving. It's a good thing. Yeah. I just have enjoyed. I love bringing content. I've enjoyed 99.99% of the days here on YouTube. Have been great. Uh, Monkey boy. I don't know. Is Scottish married? Something we don't know. Did somebody put a ring on it? It seems like Scottish is open season, right? I saw Caitlyn Jenner on the news today. She was so good. She really knows what your state needs, and I believe she might. Okay, well, we'll see what happens, Sharon. I'll keep an open mind. Might have done good for her to get away from the Kardashian clan. I don't know. You know, in the old days, Bruce Jenner looked like just a dim bulb sitting there. I just didn't ever get a, I didn't ever get a lot out of it, you know, so. No offense, but I will think carefully because I think California is in a pretty good way right now. So what vote will be is for retribution. I think the economics are good now. The state's overflowing in money. Thank God they're starting to put a lot of it away. For you know, this state always tends to go to crisis and then shit hits the fan and all that. So we will see. We will see. Scott's like, no, it's not cool. It's not cool. So tomorrow morning I'm going to roll just going into the mitzvah. I think it's very beautiful going into the lobby area. It's just that really unique Old West flavor that I really love. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. If you've not seen the Tonopah, Twilight in Tonopah, it's the best I could do with what I had. Okay, I didn't like the flow of the town. I just couldn't hit stride in Tonopah. But I did manage to crank out about 5 or 6 minutes of a video that I think that you'll enjoy. At Twilight in Tonopah, and I hope that you'll enjoy that. If you've not seen some of the other videos, check them out. Day in Slab City, Goldfield, exploring the, I'll just say it's abandoned, the Goldfield Hotel and some other things in there. With the homeless, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure, Teresa. I've got to look into all that before I pull the trigger. In any event, guys, thank you. I'm going to go head out now. And I will see you tomorrow. We're going to have a fun day. I'm going to clear all my camera, video, and put a wrap on the trip. I'm going to create a playlist. I've been playing around with the front of the channel page there. And I hope that you will enjoy microprocessor shortage. I know it's going to be a thing for a long time. No, I don't think LA is going to get cleaned up this year. No. You'd like the Slab City videos. Thank you very much. Anyway, guys, your thumbs up are appreciated on the way out. If you don't comment on videos or things, just maybe sometimes just say, hey, Rosie, first time commenter. I love that. I'm giving you a thumbs up on the video. I stopped by to say hi. I watched the, I enjoyed the video or I hated the video. All right, good night to you, Nicole. Love you. I love the classic. I'm going to be doing a special video this week on vintage audio badge name that I think is phenomenal, and I'm going to be hitting that. I'm going to be hitting that backstory of what makes this company so damn great and such a legend in audio. Good night, everybody. To my wonderful moderators, thank you to my official channel mascot, the Jody Quirky Girl, and to the official thumbnailographer, Jody Savini. Thank you very much for all of you guys do. All of you guys do. I appreciate that very much. That's right. I'm going to work on that coffee cup too, Shemay, that first one with the international symbol of fine chooching. Right, that beautiful silhouette on that cup. I think that's going to make a fantastic first. Good night, Roadrunner. WPPCP, thanks for coming by tonight. It's good to see you. Love you, Scottish. Everybody else, have yourselves a great rest of your night. The weekend begins